back hurts. So I think today we covered about 600 miles. It was starting to get a little chilly, the weather was nasty, and I went and turned on the heated grips, and they wouldn't turn on. So I load up the route on the Zumo, I load up the route on Google Maps. Google Maps decided to navigate around and took me further up north into Tennessee. That ends the morning rant.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with a splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink while we're dancing and think I can go for some weeping too, weeping too, weeping too.
This day would turn out to be the most frustrating day I had on this whole trip. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. It was supposed to be a great day. I was going to cross 5 states, but I had to battle with a lot of issues. Issues that started even from the night before. Alright, welcome back. Just stopped here in the rest area to get a picture of the Tennessee sign because I missed it before. And it was nice. I met up with a biker and I just saw a couple of others. There they are. Goldwing and I don't know what that is. But I had to get a few things sorted also. Once again, I was having trouble with the front camera, the Hero 7, not connecting. So I had to repair them. And hopefully that'll be the end of it. It'll solve the problem. Put the windshield up. But yeah, this is beautiful. Going right over the lake here. I was telling you about my morning, how it wasn't so good. I had set my alarm clock for 6 o'clock on my phone. And I said I'll be up at 6, I'll have breakfast, and I should be on the road by 7 a.m. Good time. I woke up a few times, said, well, the alarm hadn't go off, so I'm good. And I did that 3 times. And on the 3rd time, I said, something doesn't seem right. Let me just check the time. And when I checked, it was 7 o'clock already. I had forgotten to put a little check mark next to that particular alarm. Jumped up, started rushing, getting everything ready, packing up the laptop, the cameras. I had everything out charging. And then it hit me that I never unloaded the footage from the cameras onto the laptop. Well, I didn't do that last night. I was tired. I was kind of preoccupied with the messaging back and forth with one of the subscribers who wanted to meet up with me. And we were trying to make it happen, and some really bad storms rolled in already in his area. I told him, that's fine. If you're not able to, you're not able to. And I said, well, if you're an early bird, I'm planning to head out at around 7 a.m. So if you want to meet up then, have a cup of coffee in the morning. I realize that it is very early for you, since you are over an hour away. For you to be here at 7, you'd have to wake up probably around 5. And he agreed. He thought it was a better idea. Well, this morning, Mrs. Two-Wheeler had called me, and she told me that he left me more messages after that, which I didn't see. Turns out he had left me a message saying that he didn't want to miss me going through this part of the ride around him, and he wanted to meet up, so he set his alarm clock for 5 in the morning, and he was going to come anyway. And that just crushed me. That made me feel horrible. I was kicking myself in the ass for not checking the messages. I should have gave him my phone number. He gave me his, and I don't know why I didn't think to. I think my brain was just fried from being up since 4 in the morning. And if you're watching, buddy, I really apologize. I feel horrible about it. It would have been great to meet you, especially knowing that I woke up late. But still, I really appreciate you putting the effort, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, coming down, just to meet me for a few minutes. That really means a lot to me. I will definitely meet you and I'll buy you a beer. So now I realized I had to I'm kind of jumping around here, I'm sorry. Now I realized I had to offload all of my footage. Then I go looking for my memory card reader and I realized I forgot it at home. So I left that, went to the front desk to find out where breakfast was because they were renovating the hotel and they told me check in the morning where we're doing breakfast. So I went, I asked, and I was told we are not doing breakfast this morning. I was like, excuse me? I specifically booked a room with breakfast, which I always do for several reasons. One, it's free breakfast. You don't have to go out and spend $15, $20 a day on breakfast. Second reason is I can just leave the room in shorts and a t-shirt, have breakfast, and then come back up and suit up. So it's just much easier, much more convenient. So then I got on the bike and got out on the road, and it was starting to get a little chilly. The weather was nasty, and I went and turned on the heated grips, and they wouldn't turn on. Don't know what happened. I tested it about 2 weeks ago, and it was fine. Something was up with them. And on top of that, while reviewing the footage, I noticed that a couple of videos, again, had no audio. And I've narrowed it down to a problem with the phone. To get around that, I just erased the Bluetooth from the phone, and that's it. Then, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little chilly. I gotta zip these down. Temperature's dropping again. Where was I? Oh yes, the maps. So I load up the route on the Zumo, I load up the route on Google Maps. Google Maps is taking me a completely different route. Now I had pre-planned the route for days, stop by stop, exactly where I'm going to be staying for the night, all different points of interest, every border crossing. That route completely went out the window. And it turns out there was road closures on I-20, so Google Maps decided to navigate around and took me further up north into Tennessee. That ends the morning rant. I was able to sort out the issue with the heated gear. It turned out it was a loose plug. I plugged it back in, tightened it up. It was under the seat, so it wasn't too difficult to get to. So yeah, I apologize for the rant, but I just needed to get it out. So thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it. And I'm really enjoying this ride, especially this portion here through Tennessee. It's nice winding roads, along mountainsides, rivers and lakes. It's very pretty. I love the mountains. It's just something about it. It's just so beautiful. And on a motorcycle, there's nothing better than a nice winding road carved out in the mountain. It's just amazing. back, guys. So funny story. I got off at the exit here in search of some lunch. And I made a left, following this other biker that was riding next to me. He pulled into a Dairy Queen that was on our left. And as I passed it, I look out of the corner of my eye, I noticed another ST1300. Identical to mine, same year, same color. He even had a similar trunk on the back. I made a U-turn and turned right back around. I pull in, I spoke to the guy. He's a nice younger guy. And he started asking me all kinds of questions about the bike, my highway blades, where I got them. So I pointed him in the direction of that company. He looked it up and he found it online. So I'm glad I was able to help him. Hear that? There's this siren, and it's got me a little bit nervous. I don't know if it's a tornado. I actually wasn't feeling too well last night. Today's forecast does not look pretty. Oh, here comes the rain. I probably should not be doing this. I got up and I just started shivering. But part of the adventure, huh, folks?